Amid Israel's war on Gaza and Lebanon, Netanyahu's other target in the region appeared to spin out of control, with fresh conflict reported. A violent car ramming incident has rocked the West Bank at the very moment the IDF is battling Hezbollah in the north. A 17-year-old girl is fighting for her life in critical condition after the terror attack. It is a double blow for the Israeli army, with Hezbollah looming on the northern border and fresh dangers escalating close to home. On May 31st, 2 teenage girls were injured in a car-ramming terror attack in the West Bank, adding yet another brutal incident to an already tense security situation. One of the victims, a 17-year-old girl, was left in critical condition after suffering serious injuries to her lower body, prompting an urgent rush to hospital and emergency surgery. The second girl, aged 15, was reported to be moderately injured in the face, according to Megan David Adam, but remains traumatized by the sudden and violent nature of the attack. According to the IDF, a nearby soldier responded within moments and shot the assailant dead during the attack, preventing what could have become an even greater tragedy. Soon after the incident, the Israeli army ordered immediate road closures in the area, locking down key junctions to prevent any follow-up attacks and secure the scene. The attacker had deliberately driven his car into a crowded bus stop at the Gush Etzion junction, targeting civilians who were waiting in what they thought was a routine, safe space. Authorities later identified the assailant as a 30-year-old Palestinian man from Hebron, linking the attack to long-running tensions in the southern West Bank. The timing of the attack was especially sensitive, coming just as Israel was expanding its military operations not only in Gaza but also deep into Lebanese territory. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu has reportedly ordered the army to expand its control in Gaza to around 70% of the territory, signaling a drive for near-total domination on the ground. In a leaked clip broadcast by Channel 12 on May 28, Netanyahu could be heard telling an audience about his ambition to dramatically increase Israel's hold over the Gaza Strip. At the same time, Israeli air and artillery strikes have continued across Gaza, killing scores of Palestinians even as diplomats talk about US-brokered ceasefire efforts in the background. According to the Gaza Media Office, at least 922 Palestinians have been killed and more than 2,000 injured in Israeli attacks since October, a toll that keeps rising with every new round of strikes. On May 30th, Iran-backed Hezbollah launched multiple rockets from southern Lebanon toward Israeli territory. Air raid sirens blared repeatedly across northern Israel as civilians rushed toward shelters seeking safety. The rockets were reportedly fired toward western Galilee, triggering fresh panic across northern Israeli communities. Safed, Kiryat Shmona, and Carmel were among the areas targeted by Hezbollah's latest deadly barrage, Times of Israel reported. Videos circulating online appeared to show a barrage of missiles and drones launched toward Israel by Hezbollah fighters. The Israel Defense Forces claimed several incoming rockets were intercepted, while others landed in open areas. Hezbollah also reportedly launched multiple drones, with one striking a military zone near Shamera. The IDF said Israeli forces are now preparing for the possibility of more incoming fire from Hezbollah. Hezbollah's latest attacks come as Israeli forces have widened military operations deeper into southern Lebanon. On May 28, Israel carried out an airstrike in Beirut for the first time in nearly 3 weeks. Israeli warplanes struck the Lebanese capital, reportedly targeting a commander linked to an Iranian-backed militia network. On May 29, Benjamin Netanyahu said Israeli troops had crossed Lebanon's Litani River amid escalating Hezbollah attacks. Subsequently, on May 31st, the Israeli army claimed it had captured Lebanon's historic Beaufort castle, a symbolic hilltop position that has changed hands in past conflicts. The IDF released video clips showing its soldiers patrolling the castle's grounds, presenting the footage as proof of gains on the ground as Israel expanded its offensive. However, even as operations widened, Israel's own losses began to mount, with 4 soldiers reported injured in fresh attacks on its forces. Those 4 soldiers were hurt in a drone strike in Israel's Upper Galilee region, highlighting how Hezbollah and allied groups are using unmanned systems to hit Israeli troops. Israel's latest offensive in Lebanon has reportedly killed hundreds and drawn widespread anger and criticism from Western capitals, even among some of its closest allies.